All right. Good morning. Sunday morning here. It's a little bit after 7. So of course, wake up and walk. I got up really early this morning, almost too early, and so I thought, yeah, I'll get some more sleep. The sleep is valuable for rest and recovery. And definitely my body's feeling it. Not just from waking up and walk, just generally sort of like double the output than I would have if I was back in the States. So, maybe I would do 2.5, 3 miles a day, just like daily activity. Now it's literally double. It's like 5 to 6 miles for sure. I'm shooting for 10K a day, which to me is 6 miles. So I changed all my stats and so forth to make that happen. So we'll see how it goes. So far, so good. But, like I said, feeling it. So, I'll have to try to figure out some way to take care of that. Not exactly sure where we're going this morning. We're just going. Oh, there's something rare. Graffiti. It is rare. You don't see it. So when I do see it in a city of this size, I like to document it because it won't be there long. There's a few pockets you can find it, but street art itself is probably considered not art at all, but something else. I'm not 100% awake yet. That's usually the case when I start this. Takes a few minutes to get going. And that's really what waking up and walking is about. Get things going. Taking a look at my biometric device as far as a calorie burn, I noticed that if I wake up and walk first thing, I seem to be burning more calories soon afterwards. So it's like any other sort of cardio exercise you do in the morning. Get a little extra burn, a little extra benefit, as opposed to later in the day. Now with the new circadian studies talking about the best output, the best time for your heart around 5 p.m. How they determine that, I guess that's why they got the Nobel Prize. Or why they're the scientists or doctors. But does that mean 5 p.m. in one time zone or just 5 p.m.? Because on average it means you've been up for about 10 hours or so. It's probably what it means. It's funny, they looked at all the data of heart surgeries and realized that early morning heart surgeries had more complications. It's one thing I do like about data collection. The last few years, it's sort of changed the way that we've looked at things. And I say that because you want to talk about ancient Chinese secret for data collection. They've been documenting things that have been happening to themselves and the world for over 5,000 years. So despite criticisms and jabs and everything else, you can't fault that aspect of it. Quite oftentimes they're not exactly sure what it means. I mean, now they've kind of gotten away from it. If I think about like traditional Chinese medicine, which is a very holistic approach to treating the body and the cause of the disease as opposed to just the symptoms. A lot of that had to do with ancient data collection, the hard way of keeping records and so forth. So, by using data collection the last few years, we begin to look at things differently related to people and populations. You think about books like Freakonomics, or some of the books by Malcolm Gladwell, and statistically looking at different aspects of life, society, human health. With enough information, we can begin to look for patterns. And sometimes, there's still anomalies or outliers, as Gladwell once talked about. So with the anomalies, we can still try to decipher some sort of importance or impact on that. When it comes to the other patterns, we can use that to make different suppositions about what it is that's happening. I like this one. This is the Hong Kong Cousin Restaurant. I just like the name. I've never been in there, but I'll mark it down. I'm assuming Cantonese all the way around.